lucky he wants you alive.
Damn things are everywhere this winter.
No, I said... Follow me! No! No!
Who else spent the entire week praying that Spencer and Alexandra finally meets in 1923 Season 2? I don't want to think that I'm the only one who is obsessed with this couple's journey. Unfortunately, everything we know about the upcoming Episode 3, which is titled Wrap Thee in Terror, suggests that things will not get better for the duo. So, let's talk about it. All right, y'all, Spencer is officially working for the Italian Mafia now. Yep, he's hauling their delivery just so he can hitch a ride to Montana. Sounds insane, right? Now, I know I criticized heavily in my previous video that this storyline was nothing more than dragging Spencer's journey out. However, if you kept up with my channel since then, you know that I discovered this Italian mafia family actually existed, and they were a big deal at the time. We're talking about none other than the Maceo Syndicate, which is apparently one of the most notorious Italian-American crime families in history. If we take a step back and look at history, Galveston in the 1920s was a total hotspot for illegal activities such as unregulated gambling, bootleg liquor, the works. And knowing the Maceo family's actual influence in Texas at the time makes Spencer's entire journey and interaction with them much more interesting than it initially seemed. Now, in Episode 3, we're going to see Spencer in Fort Worth, making that delivery, and somehow he'll pull it off. But here's where things take a wild turn. He'll run into cowboys from the 4-6's ranch, and that's where Teonna comes into the picture. She's on the run from the priest, and when Spencer realizes what's happening, he'll step in to help. He even lets Teonna tag along, until they both get captured at the border by the Oklahoma Marshal, aka Mamie Fossett. But let's be real, we know our girl Mamie has a heart of gold, and she won't keep them locked up for long. Plus, did you see this leaked behind-the-scenes photo? In it, we see Mamie riding a horse alongside Spencer. It is clear that the duo is in good terms. And you know, I always get excited whenever badass characters merge their forces. Plus, it turns out the character of Mamie is based on a real-life trailblazer as well. Actress Jennifer Carpenter, who plays Mamie, recently opened up about how much this role means to her, saying, "I've never felt more privileged as an actor to be a part of something. Just for posterity, I can't believe that this will be left behind when I'm not here anymore. I'm so very proud to be a part of it." And honestly, I get why she feels that way. Clearly, Mamie isn't just another historical character. She was breaking barriers at a time when women in law enforcement were practically unheard of. And I can't wait to see her being integrated into the Dutton story. So Spencer is out there with Mamie and Teonna in Episode 3. What about Alexandra, though? Well, as you know, we barely saw her in Episode 2, which is a shame. Thankfully, though, Episode 3 will be hers as her journey will take a dangerous turn. She'll be kidnapped by a man when she was washing her hands. We know this from the trailer. Now, there are various theories on who this man might be. Some believe he is after her jewelry, and she'll be forced to give up everything to save herself and her baby. I mean, losing that jewelry and money would seriously mess up her journey to Montana. Another theory is that he works for her family back in Sussex and is trying to get her back. You know how I hated the fact that we did not get to see her family at all, and she just left England as if it was nothing. Like, how does this make sense after all that drama in Season 1? It was simply ridiculous. So, personally, I'm more in favor of the second theory, but let me know what you think. Now, let's talk about that insane ending from Episode 2. We know that a wolf is inside the Dutton house. It took out the doctor's nurse and attacked Kara, and I swear my heart nearly stopped. But don't worry, I know for sure that Kara survives. We haven't seen her yet rocking that huge rifle and taking down enemies, because it is one of those scenes that we got to see in trailer, so it must be incoming very soon. Here's where things will get even crazier in Episode 3. Elizabeth is expected to be the hero this time. Yep, you heard that right. She's gonna come down from upstairs and take out the wolf, basically switching roles with Kara. This is gonna be huge for her character. But will this newfound confidence be enough to convince her to stay on the ranch? Honestly, I doubt it. She has every right to complain about how brutal life is out there. That being said, we saw in the trailer that she and Jack were hugging and jumping, looking very happy. This suggests that despite her desire to leave, Elizabeth's love for Jack will still get to her, and she will stay in the ranch. To reach that point, though, the couple will have to have an emotional face-off with lots of crying and confessions. So, get ready for an emotional roller coaster. Now, let's talk about the biggest threat yet, which is Donald's evil plan to turn Yellowstone into a ski resort. I know, the wolves were pretty scary, but still, they are not as scary as Donald somehow. Like, this man is a true monster. Remember that trailer scene where he's showing off his fancy resort plans to investors? Yep, that's happening in episode 3, and it's gonna set off a full-blown legal war between him and the Duttons. Word is, he'll even try to convince the city council that the Duttons aren't fit to run the ranch, mainly because they're struggling financially. And let's be honest, the Duttons really are in bad shape right now. Winter is ruining everything. Oh, and get this. Donald and Banner will get Spencer's telegraph before the Duttons do. That means they'll know Spencer is coming before Jacob and Kara even realize it. My only hope is that somehow the Duttons would get the telegraph as well. I swear to you, if these men keep that telegraph as a secret from the Duttons, I'll simply cry. Because it's enough already. Am I right? For more weekly updates and analysis on 1923 Season 2, make sure to like and follow. Watch the video on the screen to see the behind-the-scenes drama between the 1923 cast.